Welcome on back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 in part 14 of our Tamurkhan Immortal Empires campaign. Hope you all have been keeping quite unwell, not washing your hands and spreading plague and sickness wherever you go in the grandfather's name. We are finally back. There's been a lull in construction, so we have some time to do some damage. And while we haven't made any allies here with the Norse, because I think it's time to smash some more of them, and perhaps even start working on, so they are the vassal of Zazel down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to smash their Norskins, steal all their goodies, and then try to vassalize Azazel as well. Should be great fun. We declare war. I'm not going to worry about calling any of our allies. We will forcibly call the Cool and the Decadent Host, and then the Ecstatic Legions are going to be forced to come in to defend their vassal.
Not a chance.
Oh, never mind. Their vassal said, just kidding. You are on your own. Pass to the wind just like that. I have done a little bit of restructuring for our armies here, so I'm going to have Tamurkhan only rolling with Kargan the Crazy and Kazak the Befouled. And so their army is going to be slightly restructured to kind of reflect that. So I've got more Rot Knights, and even the Chaos Frost Dragon, because we needed some flyers to help out with the oncoming threats from Malachi. He's got lots of bombers, and he might have a Thunderbarge or two, so we're going to have to be well ready for that. So I've got one Chaos Frost Dragon. We might grab an additional one. We shall see. We could go for some Plague Drones, but I don't think they're going to actually be as strong as just units we can grab from other factions, so we might even just sub in a Bale Taurus. We shall find out. But I've removed all of... We'll see in just a moment. We'll auto-resolve this one here against the Sorrel. That's right. I'm going to sack the settlement. And can we move through to attack Durgam? We can indeed. Before I do, though, so Dimahar here has become our new Chaos Dwarf. Our new Chaos Dwarf Lord. So he's going to have all of the Infernal Guard, and then I'm also going to have him have a bunch of Hoplites. So I consider the Exalted Plague Bearers of Nurgle, they're very similar to your Hoplites from like Rome 2, where they have not only very high defense, but they also have kind of a javelin they throw. They actually have 3 javelins, which is, I'm pretty sure, the exact same as all of your Hoplites from Rome 2, which is hilarious. So we'll get some of these guys in to be their front line. But the Infernal Guard behind them and the Blunderbusses as well. We're going to try to make use of our Dreadquake. I'm betting we're going to see still lots of friendly fire coming out of that guy, though. We shall soon get the additional Dreadquake mortar in here, which is also great because you don't have to pay for any of your chieftain units, so we were able to build this army up very quickly. You got to pay upkeep, of course, but no recruitment cost. So Azar is going to join up with Dimahar, which is not going to confuse me even a little bit. Aglixis, you're just going to keep bothering this squad. I think Zigvald, if we don't move fast, Zigvald is going to come up and capture the Bilious Cliffs, so we might have to finish him off if he doesn't decide to just become our vassal, which would be sad, but such is the way. Like Durgam is suffering losses. Oh yeah, I've also added in the Chaos Chariots of Nurgle in here. I mean, look how high their stats are. They're still just not very heavy. 1800 mass is not all that much, especially when fighting Dawi. So we will have to keep that in mind. They do have incredible stats, so we've kind of got it very similar to Cetra's chariots going on, just with a lot more armor. So we'll see if we can make use. Onward to fight Durgam, which he's got a lot of flyers and we don't, so we need to be pretty defensive here. He retreats, interesting. That means we're about to have a lot of Dawi coming our way. So we are going to retreat back to the Altar of Spawns.
I have no time for this.
Hang on now. What was this army? Oh, we're in so much trouble. Holy. 2 Thunderbarges. His organ guns, which have... So he's got most of his... he's got most of his adventures done. I don't see the fire bombs on the Thunderbarges yet, which is a very, very good thing. This is going to be rough. Tamurkhan, you might be about to be humbled. Aggressively. Can we grab a Bale Taurus, please? We don't have time, though. That's the problem. Well, dang. That is a little bit concerning. I don't have any flyers. I guess I could bring some Furies, which is better than nothing. Because we're going to need flyers to... They won't... Furies can't do anything to the likes of a Thunderbarge. Oh, okay, you know what? In that case, what we're going to do then is... Kuhar, it's time for you to meet your end once more. I will sack the settlement one last time, see if he's willing to become our vassal. 3 or 5k for winning? Sweet. Take down a couple of his lords, or heroes, gain Seasoned Campaigner. And let's see.
I will subject you
Vassal or
to
no?
a monopoly of torments.
You will beg me for death. Well, my friend, you have been consigned to history. I'm gonna go ahead and loot knock by for a few more flies. Goes the Legion of Chaos, finally. I did my best to try to keep them on our side, but just didn't work out. You just go up to normal Arcane Conduit. In that case, let's swing back over and work down the blue line to start dropping his overall upkeep. Server die or just spoilers, more income from raiding. Well, I like that. Get him and down into the Empire proper and raid some proper gold out of our enemies. The Ketzak. And besides, we can just snag Stimulate Growth.
Pestilent blessings.
Man of the Tribes for our man Mornhow. Wolfman. He's got no hand weapon. Let's switch that out for or change that rather, with a Sword of Anti-Heroes. Gives him magical attacks and a pretty powerful activated ability. 50% more damage of both base and armor piercing is fantastic. Noise Consumer secured, which means we can now issue orders. How lovely. Now we're going to go for growth and control. Fix up these buildings no matter how much they do cost. And then we'll have Aglixis come on down south and start fighting against the Dawi as well, because we might be about to lose Tamurkhan's army. Let's go ahead and jump in. Yeah, especially with Winds of Magic being so low. Do we not suffer any penalties for that here? I thought Nurgle factions do. Either way, concerning. Let's drop into our plagues and see about causing some attrition on the Dawi. It may not matter. Let's go for melee defense weakening, ammunition weakening, and then we'll go for attrition as well. We can't increase it, I don't think, because it costs 50 more, so we'll summon the cultist. Send him on. Oh, I love it. He can't quite reach Snorri, or Durgam. They've got really, really weak movement. We can reach. How weird. Looks like it showed it stopped right here. I'll take it. So we'll have that plague hopefully spread on over to Drong, but either way, we can weaken the first army. This is gonna be rough. We've got iPad. The Demon Slayers are all fantastic looking. Love all the new heroes. Alright, Tamurkhan. Things are about to get quite spicy for you. In fact, let's come on into our chieftains. Make sure we couldn't have grabbed something a little bit better. Oh, a mammoth. Unfortunately, a big mammoth is not going to be on foot. Or not, obviously he's on foot instead of flying. We'll just say the opposite of what I'm trying to. One more Chaos Frost Dragon. Really? Cygor would be bad because we could have just chuck great big rocks towards the Thunderbarge. Let's get a couple of them. And then Tamurkhan. And I know we just grabbed these chariots, but we don't need... They're not going to be very useful against aerial forces. So let's grab the first. Ooh, I think we just want the Frost Dragon initially. 464. And if I kick these guys out... Must weigh the balance. We'll add in a Cygor. Now the army is back to being really, really strange. Listen, we gotta do what we gotta do.
I bring despair.
Exactly. He brings despair. Highly infectious. Humanity is a virus. Was there anything we really needed over here in the construction cost, recruitment health? Greater Gate of Nurgle for all cultists and garrison sounds hilarious. Is that for all heroes? Hero capacity for all heroes does sound also pretty good. And then just the upkeep production. So before though, let's finish off humanity as a virus. Down to Rebel and Malady.
Rot and ruin.
Make sure our troops are proper upgraded for the invasion of the old world. Then back over in some of our provinces here, as long as we can make a little bit more gold. As you can see, the building progression icons mod is back and working. Finally, I might add, I love the normal icons, but I do wish that they kind of just put a little bit more work into making them have some progression. It's a little bit strange to have your buildings look exactly the same not the entire tree. How safe is Dorje Fort? Not, but safe enough. Gold building goes in here. Altar of Spawns is... Well, I don't think we should go for any kind of upgrades here. We just wait. Wait for the Dawi to advance. Okay, so I guess Malachi's faction is scared of us, which is beautiful. They all ran different directions. So that means...
Not likely.
Not likely. Actually, he's going after one of our settlements. Sword of Cain is resting. And yeah, he's gone out to try to attack one of our weakened settlements. Okay, then. Should we then send... Oh, wow. 5 leadership drop and 10% less physical resistance. Gross.
I am a rune lord, not some.
And I think we win this battle. It's gonna be gross. We need to try to take Winterpire and convince that Durgrim does not want to go after one of our weaker settlements. So we've got a demon prince to chase him. Stomp on over. Oh, we could just auto-resolve it. We would only lose our Furies. Well, that's not, even if it's gonna probably be our downfall. I would like to fight against the Thunderbarge proper so you all can see just how oppressive or not they are. Iglixis, you could chase down Durgrim, that'd be awesome. Give you... Now that I think about it though, let's give you Fleshy Abundance for the heals. And then we'll go down through his blue line. Exactly. Let's give you Scouting so we can grab a few more magical items. Because we've got so many heroes that everyone needs some goodies. Troll is gross there, but it's actually fixing up no problem because Chaos is pretty decent at maintaining order. Turns out, slaying all of your political rivals and beating down the populace is effective for public order. Weird. Brutal, but weird. So luckily, it looks like they should be dealing with the Norskins, so we can basically come over here and relax the Monolith of Flesh. Azar, you follow Demahar into the settlement. Okay, this army is already fairly terrifying. We'll give them one front line, let that start building on up. And then we can grab nothing at the Altar of Spawns. Fair enough. What if we give... Tamurkhan, relax. What if we give Tamurkhan a disease that can be a little bit helpful? What, like one that drops his upkeep. Gives him more armor and fleshy abundance. I like it. Alright, Tamurkhan, start making us a little bit more gold. We have to make sure we don't act too foolish about that now. So Operation try to draw the Thunderbarges over. This is gonna be nasty. Alright. Yep, so we've got not a lot. They're gonna all clump up in the back. When, to be fair, that is a lot of Dawi, and we don't have any artillery ourselves, so we have to close the gap and risk all of that missile fire, which is gonna be great. I guess we do have the Cygor, but I'm gonna mostly be having him chuck rocks at the Thunderbarges. And then probably switch to the organ guns when they get a little bit closer. Cygor can take up front, because actually he's pretty fast, is he not? 47 speed is quite quick. Let's have the Chosen go hide in the woods. Otherwise, they're going to get targeted by organ guns, and no one wants that. Same thing with the ogres, we'll hide them all in the woods. Wind supper. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. Targan, you are going to fly with the Frost Dragons as a terrifying wedge wing. Two-headed dragons of mottled and blue. Tamurkhan and Princess are not going to be able to hide no matter how much we try. They're just too big. Isaac and all of his riders. We can also try to set them up in a kind of wedge formation. That way they can bite in real hard on one of the flanks. Bring them over here. Trolls I want in the center with my champions because they can regenerate. And then, oh, did I grab the Famir? Also the Famir. Trolls in the center. We don't want to stay in the woods when the battle is commenced, but we want to hide over here to start. All of them are actually hiding. Furies can go with the dragons. And then... Looks pretty good, actually. Get everyone in their units. So single entities. Form up. Form up, wretches. Infantry. I just realized we were missing the Cancerous Crowd, and we'll grab the Furies in that group. Then the Cav with... I'm gonna grab Kazak out of here, so I just kind of command them all at a whim. Same thing with the Flyers. There we go. 3 for Cav, 4 for Flyers. I will forget that probably immediately. Alright. Let's see if just the double harpoon off the start finishes off our Cygor. This is gonna be, nasty. Let's go after the other Flyers first, the Gyro Bombers. I didn't realize they leave, like, great big stinky footprints. Well, really good throw, Cygor. He's clumped up down here. Gonna regret it. Let's move up, though, and see how much a rock does to a Thunderbarge, who is very tired, mind you. It's that rock the size of a sedan is pretty damaging. In it flies. And you missed. How did you miss the Thunderbarge? Brother. We're naming you Brick after this. I mean, it looks like it did damage, it just completely... Or did they turn the Thunderbarge engine on? Oh yeah, they did. They dodge it, interesting. They summon in some gyrocopters. Yeah, go for it. I just realized the organ guns can fire on Big Papa. Let's go ahead and drop some Pandemicium. They're just gonna stand there and be foolish. You turn around and dodge. No reason to take that damage. Down drop the Nurglings. And away go the organ guns. Cygor is doing. Because you're gonna leave the Thunderburner on. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wow, that turn off of the Thunderburner was immediate, wasn't it? Hilarious. Well, we drop our Rock Glorious Rod here. The slower you want to advance, the easier this is for me. And they're getting in each other's way, too. Bonk. If you can dodge a rock, you can dodge a ball. Alright, this one's gonna be spooky, but here's how we do it. Dragon. Targan, you go after this back group. We'll have the dragons drop in on one of those Iron Drakes. That's no problem. Here, you can go after the Gyro Bombers. Beautiful. Okay, so they have emergency heals on the Thunderbarge. That is fantastic for them. See that Eternal Blade. See what you don't know. We've been waiting on this entire time. Icy Breath. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And go land in there and get some snacks. Alright, that's working out. Chased off the... I'm here for Cygor as anti... Oh no. 2 harpoons, one of them misses. Kargan, you were a absolute unit. Another sedan comes flying, it smashes to the side. Man, you were lucky this isn't realistic, otherwise this blimp would be destroyed. asking for realistic in a Warhammer game? Not necessarily. Let you guys get up and out of combat for me. Cavalry crew, let's go ahead and start swinging wide. Bring our own infantry boys out and get them ready to throw hands. Kargan is taking quite a bit of damage in there. Let's get him away. Cygor, keep chucking your rocks. That's kind of a bad pin to see him, but we don't have much of a choice. Or, don't have a choice now, at least. Let's charge through here. I see the Slayers. Let's avoid them if we can. Get back up in the air, and then we can drop some breath down on the Slayers. Like this. Enjoy, Slayers. Let's go Portal Glyph. Get us some cover. Speaking of, gee, the Cygor is taking some damage now. Fall back. Right, move them in. Try to use up any abilities that are left there. Unspeakable Foulness. You have to get quite close, so let's go wide with Tamurkhan and the other Toad Dragon both. These boys need to kind of get moving, because those Trollhammer torpedoes are going to hurt. They're all the way up on top there. Right, come on down and go after some organ guns. Oh, interesting. So they move the guns all the way up, but there's some crew back in the back. Let's get some Unspeakable Foulness blasting towards these Dwarf Warriors. Here comes another Harpoon, so they already have that guy upgraded too. Kargan's got the blimp. We can actually see it go down. See a slow motion fall of the Thunderbarge. Down it goes. Dowie being launched to the ground. When it kind of catches flame. What a glorious death animation. Beautiful. Go get the other one. Cavalry, you guys kind of fall back a little bit further. Those Trollhammer torpedoes are mean. Theories, we're going to switch targets. We'll have you both smash these Quarrelers, and we'll move on from there. Eagle Foulness is in. Cygor, start chucking your rocks towards these Thunderers. Team super cool. Smashing is one. We'll lock this group. That is so awesome. Actually, before you land here, come up in the air and get the Dark Fires of Chaos active. Just tie them both up. Heal Kargan for me. He deserves it. Split the Frost Dragons up, get the remaining 2 organ guns. Kargan, go land on Zid Rune Lord here. Break Mountain's Guard charging through. Hawk's Hammers 2. Glorious sounds of battle. Smash them! Get these Iron Drakes. Charge of the Rot Knights. Princes get back around here to help out Tamurkhan. Heals for Kargan, he has done so much work for us. Portal Glyph, and then we'll shift attack the Thunderers there. We have lost our Furies, but that's just fine. If we need to lose any unit at all, I'm very glad it's them. There's that. Tamurkhan's lads and the Toad Dragons shall feast tonight. We still left him, but it's a unit of Slayers somewhere over here. Well, we'll find them, hunt them down, and I will catch you all in a moment. Well, that went even better than I expected. All we had to do was sacrifice a unit of Furies. Took down 2 Thunderbarges, saw some glorious death animations. It reminded me a little bit of the watching the kind of the footage of the Hindenburg falling. And then we've got the option to sack or loot and occupy. That's a lot of gold.
Take everything, but leave Nurgle's gifts.
Not snatching what we can. Can we sit for a turn and do some raiding?
What's this? Is ours.
Here's Malachi. He has, honestly, not that strong an army. A couple of Dragon Slayers are going to be scary. They've got some pretty high melee attack there.
For the clock spies.
Extremely daring death blow. The weaker they get, the stronger they'll get. Doesn't matter so much when they take heaps of damage at a time from Tamurkhan, but that will make him have better defense. And then it says Airborne Agues is going to upgrade. I like that we've upgraded to the units that we aren't really using as much. Pretty much all of these are worthwhile, though. 46. We only got 4 more skills. Let's grab all of our elites. So, Airborne Agues for the likes of our Plague Ogres and the drones. And then we can go ahead and grab Cantankerous Spread for our Knights, too. Which will leave us barely enough for the likes of Fleet-Footed. Or Nauseating Mutations for the Ogres. We can only go to level 2, though, which would give them 5% more speed and 5% more physical resistance. We'll just go for making Tamurkhan faster. Speaking of, Kha'Zix needs a better blade shield.
Favorite of Nurgle.
Kargan, you are an absolute baller. We will give you spread control. He's been the MVP, regardless of all of the trouble he's caused in our war party. He's been the MVP of this entire journey here. Slain more champions than pretty much anyone else.
Desolation for all.
I'd like to do some raiding for a turn. You know what? We're gonna be aggressive.
I'm your dude, Cully.
They could come back on in, can't they? You know what?
Master of
Well, I'd like to raid for a turn and upgrade Mornhow. We won't. We will simply occupy the Winterfire.
for Nurgle.
This is the lovely Nurgly port. And upgrade the Monolith of Flesh. Ultra Spawns is still under threat, but we'll pop in the Microbial Bog and start making some gold there. Alright. Dimahar, my friend. In fact, because you are going to be getting more range and missile strength for everyone in your army, 440 range on the Cygor. Yes, please.
Grandfather demands the loyal.
He does indeed. These guys get more range too, so I think you get 60 range normally, and because of Ezar Doombolt, it's boosted up to 77, which is kind of a strange little upgrade you get with him.
Who is worthy?
I'll take it though. Now let's upgrade the Forest of Decay. Right. Maybe. The buildings in a lot of our main provincial capitals have to be... You know what? Bile Rock gives us the Obsidian Enclave, which is 10% research rate. I think that's going to be the play. Bile Rock, here at the Eternal Lagoon. Got our lovely eyeballs and tentacles and pustules popping out of everything now. Oh, and tongues too, can't forget those. How else to lick up the plague? Alright, Calendar, how's things going over here with Grimgore? He's gonna hide in Gorger Rock. I mean, his army is scary.
No gonna happen.
He himself is a huge threat, and then... 2 Boar Boy Biggins, which are anti-large. 2 normal Boar Boys, which are not a threat.
Beloved.
Honestly, I think we can handle it. We've seen how much damage our Death's Head grenades get on the Arachnarok spiders, so now it's our time to be aggressive and overconfident. Switch us a Grimgore. What do we want to bet he comes? He can't hit Blizzard Peak. We could just be
Brings joy.
goofy and come past him, force him to come out of Gorgeruk, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Punishment
We'll
awaits.
avoid you, Grimgore. Come face us over here at the Eagle Aries. I dare you.
Nurgle, forgive me.
You can too, don't lie. Auto resolve,
Time to enjoy.
and then we will loot and occupy. Snatch this settlement out from under him. Repair, and then see what he decides to do. We could actually have Dusty coming through the underway after us, which is even more Ragnarok, so he may have just screwed the counter over. We'll find out. Next week on Dragon Ball. Pestilential spawnings here.
A new way to share
I think we can hold the line. Grimgore can't reach us either way. Oh yeah, we can definitely hold the line if he can't reach us. There's no problem there. Challenge Stone. Funnily enough, you were out of luck. We just need more infections. Nurgle has a very select few infrastructure buildings. I wouldn't mind some that kind of have an opportunity to generate a random plague. A very low chance, mind you, I don't mind that, but maybe have an opportunity to spread plagues into an adjacent province instead of the one directly, so it's like a pox cauldron. We got 2 dominance. Can we use that on anything good? Don't tell me about the Chaos Chariots. We will soon have Dance of Despair again for his army. Beast Path stance for all armies could be fun. Then replenishing Doombolt's army up to full. Let's go ahead and grab the chance for plagues to spread again. Oh, I like that one. We can have that out almost all the time. Alright, Marius, we need you to find an army. Honestly, I don't think the counter needs you, so we'll have you join the new as our Doombolt force, and you can be a lovely healer. Great, skip on through, and that'll be our turn. As soon as the cultist is done moving.
Wretch, kneel or die.
Kneel or die. Peace treaty with Malekith. We'll take a peace treaty for now because we're nowhere near him. However much gold you're willing to give me, my friend. About 1,500. Not quite. 1,450. Excellent. So this will do. Your weakness disgusts me, but I accept. I mean, you are 1 strength rank higher. Fair. Alright, another uneventful turn. Grimgore's Ard boys have failed another wall, like complete and utter failures of Gork and Mork. Flesh is but one of Nurgle's churches. His sermons may also be preached within the mind, where pathogens strip all reason from their hosts. As madness reigns, the Father rejoices. 10 more armor and 4 more melee defense for all of our non-demonic infantry units. Winterfire has, oh good, Evil L'Ariel is back out and about.
So brave.
We'll go ahead and hunt down Durdrum here. We don't have any flyers in this army, but the Cygor is pretty dangerous. We don't have any flyers at all, except for, I guess, a Glixus. We forget about our big, stinky, winged lad. I will take this Pyrrhic victory. Thank you kindly. I'll also take the 20 only. Well, did a terrible job of rounding up captives. Snacks aren't even worth it, are they? We'll take the tribute. They bonked them a little bit too hard. Mountain Foss and both of the Dirgems have fallen. Well, that means your job is going to be anti-Norska now. Tamurkhan, you come out of the Winterfire. We can go over. Can we hit Krokadrak now? Krakadrak, however you prefer to pronounce that. Make it sound more fancy. Oh yeah, this is mine. Oh, look at these poor Kossars. They have no idea what they signed up for. Death. Extreme death. Hello, 18,000 gold. The Pox. Malachi ran away. How brave. You can just go ahead and grab Indomitable there for Kargan. The closer he gets to 100, the closer he comes to being fundamentally unbreakable. We will Magical reserves for Iglixis, just finishing off the magic tree there. Mournful howls. Terrifying, echoing howls of a cadre of skin wolves are enough to cripple any foe with fearful indecision. I would say so. Speed loss and less leadership. Presents for our boy Demahar.
A boost to my talents.
A boost to your talents.
Bring ruin.
How many heroes can we have? So in terms of heroes, we've got one more cultist and then 2 more exalted heroes, which are both very good options for us. Let's upgrade the Forest of Decay with our new ill-gotten gains. And go down the path here. Twisted Towers. We want all of the provincial capitals really to be upgraded. If Wolfric decides to come across the sea and take any of our smaller ones, it'll be annoying, but won't set us back too far.
Enough.
You have made it. Go ahead and get rid of the Marauder. Why do you guys have frostbite attacks? Have they always had frostbite attacks? Is that because of something you're doing more now?
There is favor to be had.
Fueled by vengeance. Wolf of the Waste just makes them stronger. Who's giving them frostbite attacks?
Demon Prince of Nurgle.
Armor and such. Extra damage, and then Flock of Doom. So is it the Quetzalcoatl?
I have
Regeneration, so makes our Famir horrifying. Really? Maybe they've always had frostbite attacks. That's kind of strange. Poison or frostbite. We can layer up the different slow effects then. What here doesn't belong? If anything, the Pestigores. Thanks to the ogres, isn't it? The ogres, I like you. You just don't fit this army. You can only have one more specialized unit, though. Or one more chieftain unit. We will go for, I think, a Gorgon. It just get rid of another unit of bonus fee large. Let's go for some Famir. As soon as we're able to grab the War Shrine Mammoth, we'll go ahead and sub him in for probably these last Plague Ogres here. Right, we will grab our Corpulent Alexi.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
Welcome, sir. Holy Strike and extra bonus V large is always good. That's plus 12, which is silly. And then Slaughterer Strength for plus 12 bonus V infantry. Heroes ahoy. Okay, so let's pull back up into our province tab, and producing building is first, and then the Howling Citadel is next. Go ahead and finish off our Cultist Enclave of Wood to make sure our cycle time for all of our advanced and basic military buildings is as fast as possible. Try to repair our salt mine there in Grimgore, is pretty dangerous. Fort Dorshny Fort, I'm also going to go ahead and grab a Festering Pit. Kind of our gateway into either the mountains or up towards Uzkalak. Alright.
I bring the plague.
Ooh, here's what we do. Druckmer, give everyone Beast Path stance. Make sure I can use this properly. I think in the Beast Path they have almost no chance. So convince them to come and attack me where we're all bunched up. Or we could go for just a good old ambush, which I think would be pretty effective. Ambush there, and Grimgore can walk right into it. Or not, so we'll find out. Demahar, can we grab you any more chieftain units? No, you are all maxed out. Fair enough. And through allied recruitment, though. You can't keep us down. L cannons ahoy. The Cool Tribe has nothing interesting, but the Disciples of Ashut, however, have also nothing interesting. Maybe just one more Fire Glaive for the back line. Sweet stuff. I mean, we could grab ourselves a Living Tree of Decay, but I don't think we need it. If anything, we can go ahead and just drop down some plague symptoms on some of our more money-making provinces. So this one's getting us up here. Blood Fire Falls. This is where we shall deposit our income-generating plague. Cycle time for basic military buildings, and then we might as well just grab the recruitment health out of the way and won't block us from doing any other plagues we want. I'm gonna give as much spread as I'm allowed to, and summon it here. Oh. Oh, that's wrong. We're supposed to infect, because now we can't. Oh, man. Oh, we'll bring that on down to Krakadrak then. That's all kinds of unfortunate. Malachi is going after the Winter Pyre. Interesting strategy, my friend. I still think we can hold you.
My life shortens.
Should have definitely been paying attention, but it looks like he was going after Altar spawns instead of... Interesting. I think the witch site failed me once more. We'll skip on through, and then we'll end the turn. This is a little bit spooky. Alright, so we've got... Rebellion took over the Frozen Landing. Acheron is a new regional power. And Sylvania's gone. So we were able to replenish up. This Malachi is too scared of this army.
Touch me again and lose a finger.
I'll make you a snowman. Alright, Tamurkhan, well, we can just have you hit Struktraken. Sack this one. Wait for them to rebuild Krakadrak just a little bit. They had Rangers here. Ransack, what is this? Blue line. Well, that's our cultist. Alright, Marius, we understand you're on your way. Tamurkhan will have you just turn back around and claim Struktraken. Thank you kindly.
Desolation for all.
So Cankerous spread.
Trouble.
Kazak the fleet-footed. Kargan the mentor. Kazak's up to 115 speed. He is lightning quick for heavy and barely hanging together cavalry. So let's let the Glixus recover a little bit more. If Malachi is just going to sit up in a camp stance, he can't recruit more. I guess he could kick some of these guys out and then swap them, but if you want to sit there, it's fine by me. That's fine by me. As soon as Dimahar has his new artillery and line rifles, we can get out and start doing some damage. I think what we're missing here is cavalry. So let's make sure we control the skies, and we'll grab... I want the Death's Head version, they're a little bit too expensive. 420. How much are Pox Riders? Pox Riders are pretty cheap. I'll think about it, because we do have these heroes that are coming on in to join him. Alexi and... Let's go for the bonus fee large. Yes. Baronair Humongous. Baronair Huge Biceps.
Sickening seas.
Ikugax can come and join. I guess whenever we have another army. So for now, those be heroes out causing some problems. Exactly. Land ashore and start causing some issues.
Joy.
4,500 to upgrade there. Before we spend any gold, let's see. The Dusty's in March. We can reach Grimgore, but I guarantee you if we attack Grimgore, he's just going to fall back. So what we're going to do is we will sacrifice Ice Skewer. Or Blizzard Peak. Let's stop building that real quick.
The Fly Master.
Hit Dusty. This is what we'll start off our next. Oh wow. Auto Resolve is really on our side now. This is what we'll begin our next episode with all the same. A quadruple Arachnarok. It is a Arachnarumble. But he also has an Arachnarok Spider. Time to get smashing. Either way, that's all the time I got for today. I've been at Space Wizard ToD War. Thank you so much for stopping by today's Tamurkhan episode. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Throwdown. See you all in the next one.